Welcome to another episode of Veg Out with Mike. Today I'm going to show you how to make a meatless meatloaf. Meatloaf with a nice brown gravy with a mashed potato, a little vegetable on the side, to me is the epitome of comfort food. But as the years went by and I started watching my weight, watching my saturated fats and my cholesterol, I stopped eating meat. But I didn't want to stop eating meatloaf. So I've created a meatless meatloaf that's going to taste just as good, if not better, than the meatloaf you grew up with as a comfort food. But also, it's going to be loaded with a lot of good stuff. Mostly vegetarian protein and high in fiber. We're going to start off with onions, carrots, celery. We're going to cook these down. We're going to add a little garlic in there and mushrooms. Okay? We got a warm pan. I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil in there, my favorite. And we'll start off with just some garlic. Why? Why garlic even for meatloaf? Because when you're a garlic freak like me, it's the only way to start anything. Get the garlic going in there. I'm going to put these onions in. So what's going to go in this meatloaf? A lot of beans. We have kidney beans, which are loaded with vegetable protein and high in fiber. Now see, these black beans, and these are black soybeans. They look similar. These are just a little firmer. But I'm telling you right now, again, these have over 11 grams of fiber and protein. These things are loaded with fiber and protein. All right, these are cooking down pretty good. Let's add the celery and the carrots. Okay. Can you see that? Look at that. Look at those colors. This adds a little color and a little more veg in the meatloaf. So what else is going in this meatloaf? Lentils. Man, do I love lentils. I love lentils so much that I'm going to take a bite of these lentils. Look at these. These are just, These recipes are high in vegetable protein because it's okay to be a vegetarian, but people have the misconception that being a vegetarian is just eating salads and vegetables. It's a lot more than that. So also we're going to put walnuts. Now these walnuts, again, a lot of good protein and some good fiber, but these walnuts also have natural oils which will help the meatloaf stay moist. We also have some black olives. These are going to go down in there. Some brown rice. Pre-cooked brown rice. Some freekeh. Hold on. Let me make sure this is okay. I'm going to get my freekeh on in a second. Hold on. We're going to cook these way down, friends. Some freekeh. Freekeh is young durum wheat. And this freekeh is a good substitute for like a side dish of rice, pasta, or couscous, where my veg is nice and sauteed. And now I'm going to show you how we're going to put this thing together. Okay, put the walnuts in first. Because we're going to try to get those browned fine. So we're going to give them a low pulse. Now we'll take the walnuts out. Put them here. Put them aside. Now we'll add the mushrooms in here. We use this just for the mushrooms and for the nuts. For the beans and everything else, we're going to use this guy. I put all the different beans in this bowl, and now I have this guy, this little mixer. We're gonna pulse this guy up pretty good. And you can mash these. You can use anything you want. The main thing we just want to just incorporate everybody together. Into this, I'm also going to add the lentils, and we're going to add some of the pre-cooked rice, and we're going to add black olives. Okay, I'm going to pulse some of these mushrooms again. Add those to the mixture. Now we're going to get our hands dirty. We're going to finish this up with our hands, mold it into a nice loaf into this pan, and then we're going to bake it. But before we do that, we're going to add some of the Freeka cold milled flax. Now flax is high in omegas, and it's very fine. Look at it, it's milled. We can use it as a binder. I'm going to give a little of that in here. Then we're going to add our cooked down veg. Let's mix that in there. Some olive oil, which will help keep it moist. Put some olive oil in there. A little more soy, which will also help keep it moist and give it some flavor. I have some sage and some other seasonings, some parsley. This is a mix of seasonings. We're going to put some pepper and just a little salt, because with the soy sauce, you don't need a lot of salt. I wouldn't think so. Now, these hands are nice and clean, and we're going to smash this around. Oh yeah. It's the most fun I've had all day. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. Check out this meatloaf. This is a lot. This will feed you and a family for a long time. It's all healthy stuff. But before we bake it, we're going to take some of my homemade marinara. Now, if you don't know how to make homemade marinara, go to one of my veg out videos called Simple Marinara. And we're going to put this over the top of it. This is going to keep it moist when it cooks, and also is going to give it a more savory taste when it is done. Here's a little bonus for you meat eaters that is not real meat. It's something called smart bacon. It's made out of soy. It smells like bacon, and it's going to give you a little smoky taste. We're going to just put a few strips on the top of this, on top of the marinara. Okay, here's the finished product. You know, it looks kind of crazy. Wait till this cooks up. It's going to taste great. And I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 1 hour. I'm going to see you in a second. Let's see how this thing looks. Nice and firm on top. It's out of the oven. My potatoes are ready. My gravy's ready. I'll meet you at the table. Here's your meatloaf without the meat. Here are your smashed potatoes. And here's your gravy. Look at that. Let's sit down, see what this tastes like. Meatless meatloaf, smashed potatoes, vegan style, and the brown gravy with no meat. All of this, comfort foods that you grew up with, healthy, good for you. Now let's see if they taste good. Here's a bite of the meatloaf with the gravy. I'm trying to think what stands out. That's pretty good. Loaded with vegetable protein. There's like almost 60 grams of vegetable protein in this. And fiber. And you know what fiber does for you. It helps you lose weight, stay in shape. This is really good. You can make it firmer or softer. Cook it longer, cook it shorter. Put a little more filler in there. You can even add oatmeal if you want. Depends on how you like it. This is kind of a soft one. You can have it firmer, like I said. I like it like this. This is tremendous. Comfort foods that are good for you. Veg Out with Mike. We'll see you next time. Peace.